every one of us. We got out and we shared it. That's all he wanted us to do. Share it with people you care about. But can you imagine your top? Think about your top right now and where you're going to go with this. Once we hit the top, which I don't think we ever will, because we're going to keep going, all your things that you've ever wanted to do in your life, I think are going to come possible. Whether it's helping people out, maybe you wanted to start something that you knew. There's a lot of great people out there who have great ideas. The problem is when they realize what it costs to start something, one of their ideas, they back down. They let the fear get them. Mufareh did not let the fear get him. He looked fear in the eyes and he walked right through it. That's something that he wants us to do. All right? Do not let things scare you. Follow your dreams and follow your heart. That's what I've learned most from Mufareh. All right? I think 2 weeks ago, he had told us the other day that he slept 6 hours in the whole week. What was he doing? He was exactly doing what he said. He was working for all of us. I've never once in the year and a half I've been in this heard Mufareh say me, myself, and I. He includes anyone that wants to join. He's passionate. He's compassionate. And I'm really, really excited to understand what the top really means. And guess what? Every one of you that is a founder is going to be at that top. All right? That's the honest truth. Marty, back to you, my brother.
Wow. I never know what to say, Chris said. It's fantastic.
I know. Where did Chris get all that from? Did you write that down, Chris?
I don't know. I'm looking at my notes. I think he took them.
What happened to you?
Anyway.
Will the real Chris Johnson please stand up?
Yeah. I don't have my mic fixed. I'm about to give a presidential speech. No, everything that Chris just said and some, okay? We got to realize, everybody's calling me, telling me what they think it is, right? And it's kind of funny because we don't know. And I said, I don't know. And what do you think? I don't know what to think. I said, I know one thing. I said, the CEO is unique. The company is unique. The people are unique. So you can't, what do you compare it to? We've got something we've never seen before. So I can't say, oh, it's just like an Apple. Or it's just like no, it's not. It's just like ONPASSIVE, which is nothing like anything else. So now I'm very excited what's going on. The feeling is strange. You don't get feelings like this unless you're a kid, going on a ride for the first time. All those feelings left, but they're back now with ONPASSIVE, and I appreciate to my bone marrow. Really, it's an amazing ride, and I think we've only seen the beginning. So we have some stranger here, and we're going to see if I can kick him off. Just kidding. Hello, Mr. Mufareh.
Hello, everyone.
Hey.
Very, very, very exciting times. Yeah, absolutely. Super powerful. I appreciate that. And I want to thank you, Red, Chris, and Marty, obviously, for all the great work that you do. I want to congratulate you for the accomplishments. You have come a very, very long way, and certainly it paid off. You're a well-known stars, and I congratulate you for the name ONPASSIVE 360. ONPASSIVE 360. How cool is that? It does mean what it says, and I love it. Yes, here's the key. ONPASSIVE top is not an anthill top. It's a powerful top. And when we say we're going to the top, that's upon our standards. So it is really, really big. And Chris just said, what do we do when we reach the very top? Okay, even if you think that's it, this is the peak, this is what we got, we're going to invent a new top. And we keep going. This is what we do. You know why? It's not about just the dimensional altitude. It's more about why not? Isn't it about time that a company would do the right thing and give the best, the finest value, the best products ever existed? Why not give the top experience, the digital online experience? Why not give the finest technology to average people who have been waiting for such a thing? So top mean it's a conceptual thing. It is more of our dignity. It's our principles. It's our standards. Everything we aim for the very highest level, and that's what it means. So any part of our work got to go to the top. We're not here to do average work. We're not here to do shady business. We're here to do only the very top, the very top. This is just the beginning. This is just a warm up. And when do we do it? So I heard there's something going on next Wednesday. If all happens on time, when do we do it again? Parts of it will be the very next day. When do we do it again? 3 more components of it will be done again the following day. That would be Friday. When do we do it? Okay. I will be here for a couple of hours telling you when do we stop. We don't stop, okay? So this is gonna go on and on and on and on till if it's working, we'll do that. Here's the thing, okay. The bigger part of it, some companies could achieve that piece of it, okay? It's a beautiful commercial. It's a custom commercial. It's something that I love, I've been inspired with. And if a company achieved doing that a lifetime, ONPASSIVE is doing that every week.
Wow.
And we choose the date. So this is how like serious we are. This is how serious we are. So I'm giving you, because of the new theme, and again, congratulations for ONPASSIVE 360. This is just an exciting event and opportunity for me to even reveal more of what's happening. This is just the spark, what's going to happen. So don't think, okay, I saw that, okay, great, that's what. No, don't go to sleep, because there's something, it's going to continue. It's going to continue. You wake up the next day, it's going to be on. Following day, following month, it's going to be on. We are going live, okay? Little by little, little by little. It's the launching process. It's a very complex, strategic operation, and everything means something. I don't want to chew up your time here. This is your show. I love it. I want to sit back and listen more and more. But here's the thing. The following event, so this would be a new, like, one lane, one channel of our commercial, one channel of our marketing. The following one, not going to be any company would ever achieve. And I do this, the reason I'm doing that, because it took us a long time, a lot of wrestling to get a permission to do that. It's something crazy. It is something crazy. It is history. It is it is some of the wonders. It is definitely walking into the market like a boss. Get out of the way. ONPASSIVE is here. I love you. I appreciate you. Go ahead with your show. I'm going to sit back and listen, all right? I'm not going anywhere, but I'm just going to listen to the rest of your show. I appreciate you from my heart.
Thanks very much for coming on, Ash. Great to see you here. Have we not been telling you guys? Have we not been saying this is the place to be? Have we not saying, listen to me, listen to Chris, listen to Marty. We have the steel. This is the man in front of us. If you are not excited about what is going on right now with ONPASSIVE, how it's going to be panning out, we told you this is going to be a teaser, and then it's going to continue. The big man's come on and he's told us, not in a week's time, not in 10 days after that, day after day after day, little snippets. There is going to be people everywhere that are going to be walking up to you and saying, didn't you tell me about that ONPASSIVE thing? You went, yep. Can you give me a bit more information? Yeah, I certainly can. There you go. That's how it's all going to work, guys. little teasers, little snippets. Really, it's really excited. One quick shout out to somebody who has just very kindly dropped a donation to me from Andrew. Thanks very much, buddy. Andrew Colhern. Thank you very much. Back over to you, Marty.
Well. Yep. Just figure that. Ash comes in and makes it even harder for me to say something. Anyway, blown away. I was talking to Mike Ellis and Dan Street yesterday. I said, marketing, you want to build up this momentum like they did with Thriller, like they did with the iPhone. Nothing just comes out. Something big, you build it up. And the build up, you get that feeling like, oh, something's coming. What is it? I don't know, but it's coming. And Chris has been saying that for a year now, over a year. And now you feel it's like right around the corner. And it's a weird feeling. I mean, it's absolutely breathtaking. And people are asking me, my family even, what's going on? I said, I don't know, but it's big. And they go, you don't know, and it's big. I go, yeah. And funny that you think about pride, right? You're really proud when you have your children. You're proud when you get married, whatever. This is about the 5th time in my life being this proud. No matter what I've done, I've done stuff with businesses, my regular business overseas, did stuff. I was pretty proud. Nothing like this. Nothing. I believed it pretty much in the beginning. It got bigger as it went. The belief got bigger. And you can actually start seeing stuff here and then here. But you can't describe it. It's as real as oxygen. I can't see oxygen, but try living without it. I heard it's not a fun thing, right? So, somebody told me, I don't believe this, I don't believe it. I said, but and I realized about halfway through this journey, not everybody's going to see it. And that's a good thing. And the reason I say that is they're not a founder, and that's okay, because anybody could be a customer, right? So I stopped. You don't want to push. You share. Do they get it? Do they see the light? They don't. That's too bad. You move on, because there's plenty of people. Mr. Mufareh told me a long time ago, you will gather people like yourself. And I'll tell you what, when you gather people like yourself, you get along pretty good. Even though I can't stand myself sometimes, but most of the time it's a big deal. Look what we gathered. We got Chris about 1.5 years ago. And I remember him sitting in a room, rocking back and forth, bringing his hands. I said, man, I got to bring this guy on, find out what's up. And he hasn't stopped talking since. But no, I'm so glad he came on the scene. He was a rocket. He's a bridge builder for different countries. And the whole time he's going, I'm just an average guy. I don't know how average he is, but he wasn't average to me. Anyway, I'll turn it over to Chris.
President Johnson.
Well, thank you, Marty. Thank you, Red. Ash, my brother, I want to say, number one, thank you for coming on. You have not only supported over 1,200,000 people, but you supported us. And I can honestly say this right now, that these 4 guys on this panel, I have nothing but 100% trust and respect for. Each one of you have taught me what ONPASSIVE was truly about. It's a lot more than just a business. And it's a lot more than just a company. It's the first company. A lot of companies say family. I'm going to tell you right now, this is a family, except it's a family of every single color, religion, race, whatever you want, coming together for one thing, to make what Ash Mufareh designed come true. And I'm going to tell you right now, every one of you out there, give yourself a pat on the back, because you achieved it. And I want you right now, in all these YouTubes, I would like, and he's going to not like me, just to say thank you, Mr. Ash. We appreciate everything that you work. I appreciate the 6 hours of sleep that you did a week ago. 1 week. Try to listen. The longest I went was 48 hours without sleep. Ash did something for us. It wasn't for him. He takes responsibility in everything he does, not just for himself, but for every one of us. Ash had talked about it. There's no such thing as failing. In his mind, and I bet you every one of you are thinking the same thing. The ideas that I have, that I've been wanting to do my whole life, are going to come true through ONPASSIVE, through Ash Mufareh's dreams. They're not dreams, they're realities, folks. what this man has given us is truly unbelievable. And I'll still have people call me up like Red was saying, hey, Chris, listen, all you got to do is pay attention. Listen to what Ash Mufareh has to say. He's been talking a lot lately. What did I say? They get Ash Mufareh phobia, is not seeing Ash in 30 seconds. The guy's right here. He's been here, okay? But remember this. He's working 23 and a half hours a day to get this going, and he gives us a half hour. I'll take it. Ash Mufareh. But I'm going to say from myself and every one of these founders, Ash Mufareh, I want to thank you. I want to thank your beautiful wife, your wonderful kids, for sacrificing something for every one of us. Marty DeGarmo, Red Redfern, I want to say a huge shout out. You guys stuck with this from the beginning. You never gave up. Other people have given up. You two, along with a few other people, I'm not going to get into the names, you guys pushed me to be a better person. You wanted me to get out there and talk about this. And I tell you, when you got something good to talk about, you better be talking, because ONPASSIVE is the greatest thing out there. There's nothing else better. There's no job out there that's going to even come close to what Ash Mufareh designed. I can't wait to go fishing and not worry about nothing. I can't wait to see a 20-year-old kid who just got out of college realize, hey, who's a founder, you don't got to go look for that job. If you want to, go ahead. But I'm going to tell you, it's job one, day one is exciting. 29 years later, you're going to be bored. You're going to be worn out. Your knees, your back, everything's going to be broken. Ash Mufareh said, hey, Chris, I got something. You can go do your exercise, fishing. You can take it. That's what he designed for us, guys. And he did it all. Now, one of you people out there, besides Sharon, are going through what Ash Mufareh goes through on a daily basis. So my heart to yours, my brother Ash, thank you very much from the Johnson family. We love you. We support you. And I'm not going anywhere with this big mouth. Ash Mufareh, back to you.
Well said, Chris. I appreciate you indeed. I have to say something. I don't have time for appraisals myself to what we do and whine and grump and complain about what happens around the clock. But if you want to be reasonable, I'm saying to all the audience here, if you're watching live or will watch this, we have to appreciate all of these incredible leaders who have taken a leap of faith and just never blinked after their decision. So they made a decision. Not only they looked around and just wondered. Actually, they are in action around the clock. So that deserves all the credit, all the respect, and they're doing it for us. So very obvious. Chris Johnson himself, he is all over the place. You've seen him. He relates to the sleep pattern as well. It's whatever the business needs. However, it is serving other people. You're not going to hear him. The same thing goes back. Me, my link, leave that. These are ethical leaders. They are doing it for all of us. And that, I mean, hats off for sure. I mean, my entire respect goes to you.
Fantastic. Yep. You know what I learned, and you don't know this until you're in ONPASSIVE. I had an idea, but I didn't know. The fuel is the people. Meeting people that are like you, maybe a different color, maybe taller, shorter, fatter, whatever. But it's like meeting you in a different country, a different way. And it's really fascinating. And somebody said, thanks for what you're doing. And I go, yeah, but I enjoy it. I feel weird being thanked for it. Who wants to be? Thank you for having, doing something you enjoy. You don't need to thank me. I enjoy it. There's some days you don't, you get something, a note or something, but it doesn't last. There's too much good to focus on something little dingy thing that doesn't matter. So yeah, I'm very, very happy to be here. And I think we haven't seen anything yet, really. And I think the biggest impact that ONPASSIVE will have is choice. You know, nobody gets up in the morning and goes, hey, I think I'll get hit by a car today. Or is it, you know, all you have is time. And we all have the same amount of time now, how much money you have, how tall you are, how smart you are. And if you can get choice, if you get choice back in your life, that's a treasure of a lifetime. It really is. And whatever you choose to do, and everyone can achieve that eventually. I believe that. I believe that with all my heart. But you gotta stay steadfast, like a lot of people did. I'm really happy for that. I'm proud of a lot of founders that are even behind the scenes that are doing so much for the company, but they don't have some name. You know, we know who they are. We know Bill Musk. We know all these other.
I was just gonna say,
people.
can we give a big shout out to Bill Musk? Incredible work with John White and the rest of the founders. Absolutely.
Oh, it's amazing. Tim Johnson.
Standing ovation.
Look at this logo. Wow. Look at this logo. Fantastic.
Yes, beautiful. Beautiful. He's the invisible man, but he's here.
There's a saying, isn't there, Marty? Birds of a feather flock together. That's exactly what we are. ONPASSIVE is one great big flock of people, all with the same mindset. I learned it a long time ago when I was in the military that you're only as strong as the weakest person. ONPASSIVE work in that ethical way that everything we do is for the combined good of the company at the end of the day. You know, you need to understand how business works. We as founders, if this business is not strong, then our foundership is not strong either. So the more that we contribute to the benefit of the company, guess what's going to happen, guys? We are going to be stronger as founders. So it stands to reason. And this is what I loved about this. I loved about ONPASSIVE as an opportunity right from the beginning when I joined back in 2018, was that it was something fresh, it was new, it was legal, legitimate, above board. I want to pay my taxes. I want to be able to have money in my bank that I say I have earned it the right way, not stuck under a carpet somewhere, not hid away from somebody else, can't tell me mum and dad about it because they won't believe me, all of these sort of things. I am proud to be part of ONPASSIVE, and I'm even prouder to be a founder. And that is what we should all be, because we know at the end of the day, this is going to be bigger than us. But for the company, it is going to be huge. It's only the start. And that's what I love about this. It's just the start. All of this stuff that we're hearing now is this much. What's going to happen down the line is going to blow your socks off. You're going to think, oh, we started off with that. That's nothing. Look at us now. You know, we are going to be household names. You guys as founders are going to be absolutely amazed with how your life is going to change for the better. And the best of all it is because of ONPASSIVE, because of the way that we do everything, not only your life is going to change, but your family's life and everyone around you, because we are going to give back. Fill your tanks, then give back. And it's going to affect so many people. Quick shout out to Lorette Hammonds and also to Antoinette as well, I think it was. Thank you very much for your kind donations. It certainly means a lot for me. Was it Antoinette? Yeah, Antoinette Hayes. Thank you very much. Back to you, Chris, I believe, or anybody else.
I want to say one thing real quick while I'm thinking about it. There's going to be some people, and this is just to help you out. There's going to be a few people out there that are going to be eating crow. You need to you need to buy some Pepsi. It helps it go down. It helps the feathers go down. Just a word of advice. That's all. I'm just trying to be a nice guy. Chris, go ahead.
No, I was going to say that, Marty. I think the one thing that I really enjoy mostly about ONPASSIVE is it's kind of like it keeps giving you chances. Ash Mufareh has given many, many chances to people. Maybe sometimes we say, oh, no. But you know what? The thing is those people that just, I'm going to say this, they just don't understand what ONPASSIVE's about. They may want to say something bad about any one of my brothers to the entire family, especially Ash. It's a no-no in my book, but I've also learned from Ash Mufareh, sometimes you just got to ignore things because those people that do not see it or believe it, guess what? They will. And I welcome those people after we launch because I don't want to be negative toward anyone. Even though you're negative toward me, that's okay. Guess what? I got a really hard head. Just like Ash Mufareh, I know he's got a hard head. My goodness, he got a hard head. But anyway, all you people out there who are been saying to us, yeah, right, next Wednesday you're going to see. All right? And guess what's going to happen when you see it? Your jaw's going to drop. I don't need an apology. I want to say, Chris, I'm interested. Red, Marty, I'm interested. We want to help you change your life. This isn't about each individual. This is about all individuals. Man, if I could change one person's life a day, I'm the richest guy in the world. All right? This isn't about the monetary gain for me. This is truly about fixing everything. Ash Mufareh, there's not one thing he doesn't know about. You might think that. You could say something to Ash Mufareh, he's got an idea for it, but guess what? The foundation of ONPASSIVE. You know, you guys talk about the drops in the ocean. You guys are all drops of the hardest thing in the world. And that each one of you has filled the hole that Ash dug for all of us to build this up. You all are the base, the foundation, the true pillar of ONPASSIVE. But once again, man, I can't get any more excited. Ash Mufareh, back to you.
I have no idea what Chris has been eating and what has he been reading lately. Marty, you need to help me out here. I have no idea where he's coming from.
I know.
It's the haircut.
It's the ONPASSIVE effect. Absolutely. ONPASSIVE glow, and he's been like that forever. You back off, both of you, okay? My brother Chris. Okay. So I would like to say the last injection, maybe a comment here. Just understand, this is only the spark. This is not the end. This is not it's a beginning of a new phase, new chapter, new milestone. Now, whatever we do is hybrid and compounded. So we inaugurate this first campaign. It doesn't stop. While it's going, the next one is going to follow. Say sometime, a month or so, weeks down the road, another big campaign. Whatever we do so far is unique. Some of the stuff is not going to be another position in the world like that. That's it. We're taking the top of it. Cannot cap it. We secured that. All right. So you'll get to know more on Wednesday. But it is compounded. It is unlikely to be achieved by other businesses, if you wish. And it will not stop